Up and Adam.
Tractor systems are offline.
We are Beyond FM.
Beyond FM.
The future of broadcasting is here.
Up and Adam with Adam Montiel. It's community content from Concentrate. It's Up and Adam with Adam Montiel.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Yes, some say life is just where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again.
Happy Wednesday, hump day, here we go. Thank you for being Up and Adam. Smack dab middle of the week. Let's go. It's only downhill from here. You know, what happens when a small but mighty nonprofit takes on one of the most overlooked struggles facing families today? Diapers. Yeah, we're going there. Today on Up and Adam, we're talking about a diaper drive with heart, muscle, and mission. You've heard of Meathead Movers. We've had them on the show before. Now, they're moving more than furniture. They're moving our community into action, teaming up with pregnancy and parenting support of SLO County to help other families keep their babies clean, dry, and most of all, healthy. Later on, we're going to be joined in the Lowbro studio by Executive Director Cami Statler, also Bilingual Operations Manager Lydia Gong. And trust me, these two are forces of nature. I loved meeting them. We'll talk postpartum truths that no one tells you, the quiet powers of a baby bank, and how something as simple as a clean diaper is helping parents not just survive, but show up for their kids in big, life-changing ways. Don't miss it. This one will move you today on Up and Adam. All right, before we get into our chat, there is some welcome news if you're already having a bad day, and I hope you're not. A bunch of websites are reporting that today could be the shortest day in history. The rotation of the Earth speeds up and slows down depending on a few things. The biggest factor is how far away the moon is. The good news, if you're having a rough one, today will be 1.3 milliseconds shorter than normal. That's just over 1/1000th of a second you won't have to experience. The bad news is, of course, you're not going to notice. It's not even actually a record. DailyMail.com went full clickbait with their headline calling it the shortest day in history, but according to calculations, it won't even be the shortest day of 2025. July 22nd will be 1.38 milliseconds shorter than normal. August 8th will be the shortest day of the year at 1.5 milliseconds shy of a full 24 hours. There's an outside chance the Earth spins slightly faster than expected today, but the shortest day ever recorded was last year, July 5th, 2024. Was 1.66 milliseconds shorter than normal. This from IFL Science and Live Science. There you go, got your nerd alert. I'm excited to get right into our chat with the ladies. First, got to tell you about Pink Drank. July 12th, it's coming up this Saturday. Are you ready? 30 producers, beer, wine, cider, spirits, all in the name of hanging out, drinking poolside, having a great day, no cares in the world, and all for a great cause. The Woods Humane Society, also the Elks National Foundation. Pink Drank, DRANK.org, pinkdrank.org, $65, your ticket. All inclusive, my friend. Yeah, you are not going to leave thirsty or hungry. It's impossible. And again, all for a great cause. Pink Drank, DRANK.org. Also, get to AdamMontiel.com. You can win your way in. Wrapping up on your chance to win your way to Pink Drank.
It's Up and Adam with Adam Montiel.
All right, today we're welcoming two remarkable women who are changing lives every single day, quietly, compassionately, and with incredible purpose. Cami Statler is the Executive Director of Pregnancy and Parenting Support of San Luis Obispo County, and Lydia Gong is the Bilingual Operations Manager and Lactation Educator. We won't be touching on that today, thank goodness. Together, they lead what many call the sweetest nonprofit on the Central Coast, an organization offering emotional support, practical essentials, and warm, judgment-free connection to local families from pregnancy through early childhood. They're here today not only to share the heart and really the hustle behind their mission, but to tell us about something that is going on. #fill those trucks. It's a diaper drive happening right now. Target, we want you to get over there. This is grassroots support at its finest. It's an honor to have them in the Lowbro studio. Cami, Lydia, thank you for being Up and Adam. Welcome.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Adam, for having us. We're super stoked to be here.
It's cool because when you guys walked in, you're like to the Lobro Studios. You're like, "Whoa, this is different."
We would definitely get a bit underground. We feel very special. You know, we're in a fancy speakeasy. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, thanks to our friends at Tamper for the Lobro Studios. I'm excited. You know why, ladies? Because I have not really had a whole lot of interaction with this organization, and I was emailed, forwarded to you guys by my good friend Dave Congleton.
Yes.
And I had lunch with him. He's like, "This will be a great interview. I think it's down your alley." And I thought that was so sweet of him.
Yes.
And we will go back and forth like that a lot and just talk about what we're into and who we've talked to. And he's really taking a love to this organization and your worthy cause. So thanks for coming in. And I'm excited to learn about what you guys are doing.
Thanks, Adam. So yes, big shout out to Dave. He has become our fast friend.
Good.
Yeah, in the last 2 weeks, he's had us on now. Tonight will be our third time.
Oh, damn.
Yes. So
Look at you.
He's definitely taken a liking to this cause, which we very much appreciate. We've really appreciated the rally of community support. But yeah, we're here representing pregnancy and parenting support, what we refer to as the sweetest nonprofit on the Central Coast. We hear that a lot, that a lot of people don't know about us, but we've actually been in the community for 45 years. We do serve local families from pregnancy up until their children are age 5. And we do that in 3 different ways. The first is we provide emotional support. We have a mental health therapy program that any pregnant, postpartum, or early parenting family that is needing therapy, they can contact our warm line. Lydia, go ahead and give them the warm line number.
Yeah, it's 805-541-3367.
And again, they contact our warm line, and if either they're asking for therapy or we identify through our own assessment that they would benefit from therapy, we can refer them through our therapy program, place them with licensed, certified clinicians, and then we actually pay for the therapy.
Wow.
Yeah.
And these are, women who are having trouble from birth to, you said 5 years old?
Yeah, so actually starting in pregnancy. So emotional issues can start to come up during pregnancy up until, yes, their children are age 5. And also we're serving more men and couples too,
Really?
which is
Cool.
really exciting.
Okay, cool.
We also have 3 bilingual Spanish clinicians as well as a male clinician. So yeah, we're pretty proud of this program. It's funded by First 5 and it's a collaborative with Community Counseling Center.
So a new parents.
Yes. So our organization works with new parents.
And someone who's experiencing, who is a good person? You know what? This is exactly what we're here for. And then sometimes, that answer could be a spectrum. It can be a scope. You may be at your wit's end over here, or you might be just kind of things are starting to bing across your head and you're depressed. I don't know. Yeah. Who are you for?
Here's the thing. If you're in white knuckling parenting, reach out and ask for help because parenting is really difficult. Pregnancy, postpartum it's one of the most transformative experiences of a person's life.
Wow.
I mean, never has my life changed more than the second my child was born. And so we're all accustomed to working 9 to 5, having nights and weekends off, and that completely goes away. And I'll be honest, Adam, I mourned my former life for the first year of my first child's life. And so I would say if you're struggling and not able to enjoy parenthood, then definitely reach out and ask for help. You can get, peer support through our organization, but if it's even more so that you're needing therapy services, you can also get that. And then if it also extends to needing psychiatric services, we can make those referrals as well.
What do you talk to someone? What do you tell someone who's you know what? Is something wrong with me? I don't like this. I'm resentful. I don't feel a connection. And that in and of itself scares me to death.
So what we completely normalize it. What's beautiful about our organization, we're small but mighty. We're staffed with 3, but we're all moms. You don't need to be a mom to work for PPS or a parent, but having that knowledge of, I wasn't hit by the love truck when my baby was born. I felt this real sense of protection like a mama bear, but I almost felt lied to because my bond with her took time, actually. And I go out in the community and share this as part of outreach for our organization because it isn't talked about as much as far as like the nitty gritty of the postpartum experience, right? It's really glamorized in our culture to have children, but it's really difficult too. So it does take a village, and we are a part of that village at PPS. So emotional support is huge, but the other thing that we do, and probably the most popular service that we provide, is that we're the baby bank for the county. So do you want to speak to that?
Yeah, absolutely. So what we mean when we say that we're the baby bank is we're not providing babies.
I'd like to make a withdrawal, a deposit. Yeah, right.
Just to clarify. No, we are here to support families, as Cami mentioned, from maternity all the way through age 5. And so some families will have multiple children in that range. And also, I want to clarify that we serve all families within San Luis Obispo County. And so that means that anybody in a caregiving responsibility is eligible to receive our services. So you can be like a traditional parent in the sense that you're caring for your own children, a grandparent. You could have an emergency care, foster parent. Families look like many different things, and there's no red tape to receiving our services. So you live in the county, you have caregiving responsibilities, we're happy to support you. And we do that in English and in Spanish. Mm-hmm. So
that's awesome.
Back to like what the baby bank is.
Yeah.
It's everything you can imagine from maternity through age 5.
We're the Mary Poppins of baby items.
Everything you can imagine. So if you think about what you might need during maternity, clothing, prenatal vitamins, nesting for baby, preparing your house, getting safety equipment, all the way through to
that crazy cool, like, thing that you wear that they're like a little...
All the baby wearers and the ergos.
Marsupial pouch.
Exactly. Yes. The kangaroos. Yeah. Absolutely. So everything to the big ticket items like cribs and bassinets, safe sleep equipment. We provide new car seats, and we teach families how to install those car seats and position their children correctly. And then everything from day-to-day items you need for your baby, like diapers, formula, wipes, clothing, toys, books. Really, if you can imagine that you might need it, we'll have it.
Yeah. And the beautiful thing is we have a storefront here in San Luis. It's all South Higuera, and families get to come and shop, but they shop for free. And the way that we're able to supply our store is because so many young families donate their leftover baby items to us.
Oh, wow.
So we're like the ultimate recycling program for baby items. When people are done with their equipment, which children grow out of things really quickly, so the quality of the items are typically still really nice. So we will take those donations, and they're tax deductible. You drop them off and you get to see our space. And oftentimes we experience this where moms will be in tears dropping their like beloved baby items off because they've outgrown them, but knowing that it's going to a local family in need just like helps their heart so much. So that's one of the reasons why we refer to ourselves as the sweetest nonprofit. And then the last of what we do as far as our mission. So it's emotional support, practical assistance, and then we do connections to community resources. So that can look like a connection to a parenting coach, a lactation consultant, but it can also look like connection to housing and food resources, or what we're really experiencing lately is connection to immigration resources, which is a new field for us to be in as an organization. So anyhow, and the reason that Dave, gave us the great shout out and the connection to you, Adam, is that we are doing a call to action currently, because unfortunately, like a lot of nonprofits right now, we've lost all of our government funding. So for us, that was $75,000.
Damn.
Which is it's a big hit for our little nonprofit. And so we decided, and part of that was losing all of our funding for diapers.
Yeah.
Diapers are so important.
They're expensive too.
Yeah, yes, they are.
Yeah, those little things are expensive.
Yes. I remember
there's some science in there. There's some technology in there.
I remember when I was purchasing diapers, because I have a 5 and 12-year-old now, but when I was purchasing diapers, I thought, when I'm done with this, I'm going to be rich. But then club sports happened, and so we're saving for college. But with that, 1 in 2 U.S. families struggle with diaper need. And also 1 in 4 parents miss either work or school because they can't afford the diapers needed to put their child in daycare.
Oh.
So diapers are really important, and also a little bit of potty talk here.
I was just going to say, you think of the decisions or like what the baby goes through if parents are making decisions to spare them and stretch them out because the dollar stretch their dollar out.
That's exactly
That's where you're going to go.
Yes.
It's not fair.
No. So that's what happens is like what we experience is families will come in and they'll have a child that wears like a size 2 diaper, but they'll ask for a size 6. Reason being is the larger sizes absorb more. So they'll keep the baby in the diaper longer, and then you end up with severe diaper rash. You end up with medical issues. And then also just thinking about like the mental health of the parent. Like if you're focusing on, how am I going to diaper my child? You're not thinking about how you're going to emotionally develop your child, right? Like, and so what we're actually trying to do, or what we're doing, is we're treating the toxic stress of poverty so that caregivers can have the basic needs met so that they can attune to the emotional development of their children. They can do something called serve and return, where they're making eye contact and they're smiling and they're tickling their baby and having those interactions rather than just being so in their head about how they're going to afford their basic needs.
So as people listen to this today, Wednesday, you are actually going to be at Target. You're at Target right now.
We are.
As people are listening to this.
Yes,
so
we're here.
How long are we going to be at Target for? Because we're accepting diapers. We'd love for you to go into Target, grab some diapers, and leave them for us.
So first of all, shout out to the store manager at Target, our director, head honcho Tim, and the woman who runs the baby aisle, our angel Denise. We have such a great partnership with the Target and Slow. We will be in front of Target from 9 to 5 on Wednesday, July 9th.
That's today.
That's today. And you will see us out there greeting you, very friendly, and just encouraging you that if you feel called to do so, please consider supporting the Baby Bank of San Luis Obispo County. You can go in, pick up a box of diapers or a package of unscented wipes or both, and then drop them off to us. And what you're doing is you're helping us fill a Meathead Movers truck of diapers. That's the call to action, is we're looking to fill a truck of diapers to sponsor our Baby Bank for the next year, our diaper program for the next year.
I love that. I'm glad that Aaron and his team are involved. They're always very community driven like this.
Yes.
I love that about them.
Yes.
So teaming up with Meathead Movers, we want to fill those trucks.
Yes.
And the way that you do that is by getting out and getting diapers to our friends at Pregnancy and Parenting Support, diaper sizes 3 through 6, those unscented baby wipes, and they're going to be out at Target today, all day long.
Yes, yes. We'll be there at least until 5. We're hoping maybe even later than that to get the after work shoppers. And then also, if you can't make it to Target, you can also drop off at Meathead Movers. Their headquarters on South Higuera is 3600 South Higuera.
3600.
Through July 10th. So
cool.
we're filling the truck through July 10th. So you can do that. And then if you're not able to make it at Target today, by Meathead Movers tomorrow, Lydia's going to give you information on how you could make a monetary donation.
Yeah, absolutely. We welcome all monetary donations.
Especially now when things are tough.
Any size, of any size, we celebrate them all. So yeah, you can do that through our website at ppsslo.org. You'll notice a pink button in the top right-hand corner that says Make a Donation. You can also find us on Venmo. We're at PPS-SLO.
We'll put all these links in the show notes. And, so there's so many different ways. And this is what I love about you guys, that someone can help you. I mean, someone might be listening and know of that bassinet or that piece of something that's in the garage that maybe, he or she has outgrown, that, this could be a really way to kind of upcycle it into a really sweet situation.
Yep. That's exactly right.
And maybe you're a business, you want a collective, get with your employees and do a little thing to donate. Like you said, monetary donations, absolutely huge if you have those resources. So there are a lot of different ways to help. And I thought it was so cool how you really kind of put out there the ways that you can help too. Like if you're listening and this is you or that is you, and there's a myriad of types of people you can help too.
Yes. So a $25 donation will help supply a week's worth of diapers and wipes for a family. Yesterday, we were super excited. We had somebody place a very large order of diapers that were going to be delivered to Meathead this Thursday. But we've had a major donor, a shout out to Joan Sargent. She's a huge philanthropist in our community. She has donated $10,000 toward our diaper program.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
So when she found out that we lost our government funding, she was one of the first to step in and make sure that we were diapering the children on the Central Coast.
And diapers are so expensive. That's like 10 diapers. So,
Yes.
yeah, no.
So exactly. So families
So it means a lot when someone
Yes.
brings in a donation like that. What
Yes.
a blessing.
Yes. Oh, big time. Yeah. So families spend on average $100 in diapers a month.
Wow.
And then also if you were, that's just diapers. So if you're to add on what formula would cost, baby food would cost, any type of
Wipes.
Yes. Wipes, equipment, clothing, all of it is something that we can provide. Yeah. I mentioned that either people refer to us as the Mary Poppins of baby items or everyone's long lost grandmother. That's sort of like the feeling that people get when they come to us.
It gives us a giant hug of security and
Yes.
we're here for you.
Yes. We use the L word at work. We use the word love.
Yeah.
Like we're really into like, yes, the babies are cute, Adam. Like they are. And as parents, we can identify with how cute kids are, but we're actually laser focused on the caregivers. We're like, okay, like when they come in, how are the parents doing?
Sure.
Like, and that's why our mental health program is so important. Our practical needs infant essential program is so important. But what we say is, yes, the baby wearing the diapers now is who we want to support, but we're thinking like, who is this baby going to be in 20 years in our community because they had our early intervention, our early support services. So,
You know, it's funny you say that because I think of like the stories my dad told me about like the Salvation Army playing a big role in helping his family out, like in downtown LA back in the day, right?
Yes.
And he was like, there was nothing. It was just him and his, mom. They were immigrated from Mexico. And it's like Salvation Army, like, stepped up for them a lot. And, whether it was Christmas or things. So, and my dad said that always really meant a lot to him and you remembered that. So it's so cool when you see like, even as a kid, yes, that was really helping mom with the kids.
Yeah.
But it really, there's an imprint on those kids.
I love what we're trying to do is gift families the opportunity to create core memories that develop a strong sense of self for people.
Yeah.
Is there
go ahead.
Yeah, no. And also too, you mentioned that your family is a Mexican family, correct? So 72% of our clients are Latinx and 60% of that population are monolingual Spanish. That's why Lydia is bilingual Spanish.
That's right.
Yeah,
so helpful.
It's a requirement actually of direct service staff to be bilingual Spanish.
So is there like an intake? Like how do people do that shop at the store? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So walk
it's
me through.
a really simple process. We want to make it as easy as possible for families to connect to our services. So they really just need to call our warm line, which again, 805-541-3367. It's also a text line. So if we're seeing a client we can't answer, anyone can text us. But they call and we take some very basic demographic information, things like their name, their birth date, their children's names and birth dates, and their address. And from there, we're able to set up an appointment for them. And we love to have appointments for our families because then they have that time to really connect with us. We're never going to turn anyone away. So we just really want people to have that time and space with us. And then they get to go shopping.
Lydia, I want you to answer this in Spanish.
Bueno.
What is one of your most rewarding and favorite things about, working in this field?
Bueno, llevo 15 años trabajando en recursos humanos. Cambié de profesión. Ahora estoy trabajando con mi amiga Cami. Y siempre lo que digo es, lo que más me gusta de hacer lo que hago es ver la generosidad de la comunidad de San Luis Obispo y también ver llenar la necesidad de la gente en la misma comunidad.
We are going to be gathered today at Target. That was beautiful, by the way. Well done. And if you don't know Spanish, then you're going to have to go Google Translate that because that was just for, those that do. So Target today, bring by some unscented baby wipes, bring by some diapers size 3, 4, 5, or 6, and learn more about this organization. Literally, I am learning about it just like you are right now. Yeah. Pregnancy and parenting support. It's so exciting because, doing what I've done on the air for a long time, and especially with nonprofits and hosting events, like to meet a couple really enthusiastic, awesome women and be introduced to a brand new worthy organization that I can, be friends with for a long time. It's really heartwarming. I love that.
We love that,
Thank
Adam.
you.
This is so cool for us. Yeah, we're like, we feel a little big time right now being on the radio this week. We're like, ooh, are people recognizing our voices?
Well, Well, you guys are cool. You deserve it. So let's fill those trucks. Hashtag fill those trucks, baby. We got links to the show notes to everything from the website to the Venmo to the info you need. They will be out at Target in San Luis Obispo today. If for some reason you can't make that happen, there's other ways you can do it. You can get to Meathead Movers by Thursday.
Through the 10th.
Through the 10th.
Yeah, so drop off
So
at
that's
Meathead
what?
Movers through the 10th.
Tomorrow. Okay,
yes. Or you can go to our website and make a monetary donation.
Do that.
Yes,
Do that.
and any
Do that.
amount is beyond appreciated.
All right. Well,
Yes.
did you guys have fun?
Yes.
So much.
Yes.
This was great.
Yeah, this was awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Were you a little nervous, or you were a little bit wondering what to expect here?
I just have been in the community. I've known you from a distance,
Yeah.
so like I have appreciated your work and
that's sweet of you.
your person and just knowing your personality from Up and Adam. So I felt like we were in good company. Yeah.
Okay, that's very sweet of you. Lydia, how about you? Were you a little nervous for
I'm
this?
always nervous.
Oh, yeah. You did. Great job.
Yes.
And both of you ladies, I could tell, just have such a real, genuine enthusiasm for what you're doing. So
Thank you.
it's super special. Thanks for coming in here to
Yes,
the Lobo
thanks for
Studios.
having us. Yes.
And we'll hope to see you out at Target today. And thanks for being Up and Adam, ladies.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again.
All right, head to PPSSLO, ppsslow.org. Again, PPSSLO to learn more. Drop off diapers now through July 10th at Meathead Movers. But I would love for you to get down to Target today. Maybe some unscented baby wipes. Let's go. Cami, Lydia, you truly are part of the village, and we're so grateful you stopped by and wish you much success for your worthy organization. Look forward to talking to you again. And this diaper drive today, let's go. All right, excited to show some love to my friends at Life Elements. You know, I love a good story. One that's got heart, hustle, best of all, healing. Life Elements, based right here in SoCal, is a woman and minority-owned company making small batch bath, body, wellness products that are just straight up alchemy. LifeElements.com. Use the promo code Adam while you're there. Check out what they got going on. LifeElements.com. And to consider they're right here in our own backyard. They're in Atascadero, 7425. All the great work that they're doing nationally, globally, they're doing it right here. And you can walk straight in to their place. Life Elements, 7425 El Camino Real in A-Town. Get to LifeElements.com. Use a promo code Adam. Save 15% off everything for folks of this community. So pretty cool. Thanks to Life Elements. Go to LifeElements.com. Let them know you heard them on Up and Adam when you walk in. All right, what a day. Busy week. Pink Drink just around the corner. Again, pinkdrink.org. Thanks to Hammer from 95.3 The Beach for having me on his show this morning. Super cool of you, my man. Really means a lot getting the word out there. Woods Humane Society, Elks National Foundation. We are doing Pink Drink for great causes. Want you to be a part of it. No better wine event, I tell you. One that is more priced efficiently. $65, all-inclusive ticket. You are not going to have to open your wallet once you get in. Now, we'd love for you to open your wallet for the silent auction, maybe a wine pull ticket or two, but you don't have to. This is just you coming, hanging, getting your taste on, your food on, your drink on. When you hit that grazing table up, hell yeah. pinkdrink.org. Let's go. All right, thanks to Moonshiner Collective for original music on the show called Start Again. Stream them wherever you get your music, moonshinercollective.com. Thanks to our friends at Timbre Winery, Timbre. Timbre Winery for giving us the Lobro Studios at Timbre. It was so cool to see. It was so cute. When the ladies walked into the studio, they're like, whoa, wow, we've never been in anything like this before. It's something. Lobro Studio is something. Thanks to our friends at Timbre Winery, and taste their wines in the village of Arroyo Grande. Just picked up a beautiful basket, a gift, a magnum also of their Chardonnay for the Pink Drink silent auction or wine pull. I don't know what we're going to do with it, but just some beautiful donations. So thanks to our friends at Timbre. Thanks to you for rating, reviewing, subscribing to the show wherever you listen to it, sharing it with a friend, and helping others discover the community. It means a ton. It means a ton. Till tomorrow, I'm your host, Adam Montiel. Back at it. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and your week is going swimmingly. Thank you for being Up and Adam.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again. Let's start again. We'll start again. start again.